What's up, YouTube? Edge Obsessed here. I got a couple shamans today. If you watch my channel, you've seen these before. I changed the scales on both of these. So this one here was my first shaman, and it's got black zirconium Metenboss scales and backspacer. It's got a black titanium deep carry pocket clip. I don't remember where I got this. I have so many pocket clips that I just ordered and I have no idea where they came from. Some of them are lynched, others just, I don't know, places. This one I just recently put on brass flytanium scales on it. But, I don't like them. I should have brought my other brass flytanium stuff out here, my other knives that have brass flytanium on them. The finish is completely different. This brass shaman scale set has like a weird sparkle finish to it, and I am not a fan. They're not bad. It's just they're exactly like the original G10 scales. Do I have those kicking around here? Nope, those are for Yojimbo. Where are they? I know they're out here. There we go. This is what the original G10 scales look like. So these brass ones are just seriously just a complete copy of these, except for the slight texturing that these G10 scales have. Except they're in brass, but it's the finish. I wish I had a comparison here to show you, but it's got this like really sparkly finish that I'm just not a fan of. Anyway, I went on the Flytanium website and I got titanium lotus scales for this. And that's what we're going to do. I also, months ago, ordered this backspacer from Metenboss. I don't remember. I'd have to look up my receipt to see exactly what it was. But it's like anodized or something. I think I originally got it to go with the brass, but yeah, that wouldn't have worked. I think it'll look better as a contrast with the Flytanium scales. Let's get these out of the way and I can show you, since I have a Spyderco PM2 with brass lotus Flytanium scales on it, and it would be nice to be able to show you the difference. Oh yeah, they came with yet another sticker. I think I have another one in here. Oh. Right, I cut this bag open, okay. And this was the one that came with the brass scales. Whatever, they're just stickers. I don't even know why I'm showing these off. It doesn't matter. So these are the titanium lotus scales. Maybe you can get a closer look here. So they've got some milling in the what's the word? I can't remember, but they've got a nice milling pattern here. My camera doesn't want to focus. There we go. They're really nice. Honestly, I think they look the best in brass because the finish of the brass lotus scales is completely different to what this is. I don't know why they did this, but it almost makes it look kind of cheap. I wish it showed up better. I don't know if that helps. Yeah, it's just not a very nice finish. Anyway, I'm going to switch it to these, and I think that's going to look a lot better. And I'm going to have this Metenboss anodized. I don't know the material. I think it's titanium. I think it's anodized titanium. I thought it would be a little bit closer to the color of these scales, but I don't mind the contrast, to tell you the truth. I think it's actually going to look pretty cool. So let's start the disassembly here and see just how frustrated I can get, because every time I try to make a video where I disassemble things, I make a bunch of mistakes and I end up having to cut the video. We'll see if we can do better this time. I know that there's no Loctite on any of these because I've already taken this knife apart, thank goodness. So it's T10 for the pivot and they're T8s for the body screws. Now, I should be able to just do this side by side. Oh no, you know what? I don't think I can. I think I need to take the whole knife apart, to tell you the truth, because this is a captive pivot, so you kind of have to disassemble the whole thing. Okay, so there's that. So we're going to take this off. I'm not going to bother oiling this because it's already been oiled. Okay, so it goes together that easily. That's one amazing thing about Flytanium. Yeah, I do. I have to take this pivot out here. And the pocket clip. Oh, that's right. I have another pocket clip here. Yet again, I don't know where it came from, but I have it. And I think it will fit a Shaman. Not 100%, but we're about to find that out. Anyway, it's just some generic clip, I think. So I'm gonna need T6 to get this stupid clip off as well. Yeah, there we go, T6. Always T6 for pocket clips. I don't think I've ever taken a knife apart that had a different size screw for the pocket clip, so you can just rest assured that they're always going to be T6s. Okay, that's the pocket clip. We got to get rid of this back spacer. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be happier with the Lotus scales. Anyone who owns any Lotus scales for their Spydercos, I'm sure that you would agree that they're definitely the best looking scales that Titanium offers. Get out of there, screw. Huh. Oh, it does not want to come out. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about here. Every time I disassemble something on camera, like something has got to stick or not work or some nonsense. There we go. Okay. And then we just got to remove the pivot here so that we can switch these scales. And then we essentially just reverse the process. Although I think I might run out and get some knife lube here, just because it would suck to go through this whole process and not do that. Yeah. So there's that. Are you serious? There we go. Okay. So on with the other titanium scale. Just like that. Why do I always put these washers down on this map? There we go. Okay. There, and then, of course. Okay, so it's a captive pivot, so the pivot barrel on one side is a D shape because it does not move. Okay, and I don't need to worry about the lube just yet because this washer will not move at the end of the day. There we go. So that's the D shape on the non-show side. So we just need to get this pivot fixed in place here. There we go. Okay. All right, guys, I'm just going to run and grab the knife lube that I left in my car. Oh, no, I did not, actually. It's right here. It's just Hope's gun oil. It works really well for knives. You know, people can go out and spend the like $70 Canadian to get what's it called? I can't remember, but all the big knife YouTubers use this specific lubricant. I don't know why the name, nano oil. All right, so that's that. I think I started with the back spacer on this side, so we'll just, where's my T8? There we go. Get a T8 screw, of course. Definitely one of the most frustrating things about doing this is I forget that I'm supposed to be talking. Not that it really matters what I say at this point, but all right, am I in there? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So just line it up for the other one. Yeah, I think that's a nice contrast. These back spacers by Menton Boss are really nice. They stick out a lot more than the original stock back spacer. I don't know what's up with Spyderco. You know, they're a great knife manufacturer. Their knives are fantastic. The thing is that they skimp on like the weirdest little things that you wouldn't think that they would skimp on. Like this stock backspacer, I'll show it to you closer up in a moment. And you'll see, it's the most basic thing. The machining on it isn't even very nice. It doesn't want to focus. There we go. Yeah, that's better. It's just super basic, and it's not even close to as long as these Menton Boss ones, as you can see. So I think this is gonna look a heck of a lot better when all said and done here. So the back spacer's on that side. I'm just gonna wipe off the blade here. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting to get this to focus on what we're actually looking at. All right, so there's lube on that side. And we'll get some right in there. And then you know what? I think that's fine. And I'm just gonna drop this side on. Assuming it wants to let me do that. Maybe it's better to just put this washer on first. All right. All right, I think that's in place. We'll start with the pivot on this side. Again, the pivot's a T10, the body screws are T8s. There we go. Some body screws in the back spacer. Oh yeah, I think that this looks a lot better than those brass scales. What do you guys think? That's much nicer. I almost like the kind of dull finish on these titanium scales. I'll give you a close-up in a second. Just gonna get it put back together and hope to God that the blade centers and I don't have to mess around with recentering a blade. That's pretty close. See if tightening does anything. You know what? That's pretty much dead on. I don't know if you can see that, guys. That seemed to work out pretty nicely. Okay, the actions, I think I've done the pivot a little tight. Actually, no, that feels pretty nice. Even just a bit more. Yeah. Okay, so that's too tight, and it pretty much needs to be that tight to be perfectly centered. Maybe we can just back it off a tiny bit. That's pretty close, and that's good action. Yeah. What do you guys think? This or the brass scales? I know it's kind of hard to, because it's like a matte finish. Maybe we can get a little closer here. These are the brass. What do you guys think? I think it looks much nicer like this. The contrast of the anodized, I believe, titanium Mettenboss backspacer, that looks good, guys. That is a good looking knife. All right, let's see if this deep carry clip fits. It looks to me like it does. They gave 2 different sets of screws, but I think I'm just gonna try to make it work with the stock screws. I mean, and then I have some backups anyway, if these end up ever stripping. So I'm gonna grab my T6. All right, here's to hoping this size screw works with this clip. Oh, come on. Ugh. These things always making me fight with them. There we go. Okay. So it seems to work with this clip. We'll see if the length is right. I think we're a go here. Let's not fully tighten it until we get the other side on. Oh, sorry about the angle, guys. Back this out a little. Let's get these tight. Fucking T6s, man. The worst. All right. I think we have a deep carry pocket clip. Oh, man. Spyderco's stock clips are truly the ugliest clips known to man. They are just horrendous, guys. All right, I think this knife is a heck of a lot cooler than it was when it was brass. What do you guys think? Drop it in the comments. Oh, actually, there was something else here. So the CME, I have a second one, and I was thinking of putting it on this knife. You know what? I think I'm just gonna keep this one stock compression lock. But guys, let me know what you think. Which was better, the brass Flytanium scales, or these the brass Flytanium scales, or these titanium Flytanium Lotus scales? I think this is so much better than it was when it was brass. Which is funny for me to say because I do have a lot of brassed out knives. I really do enjoy it quite a bit, but I think this looks great, guys. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Those are Flytanium Lotus scales on my Shaman. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.